Today marks the 85th anniversary of one of Worthing's liveliest events. It became known as the Battle of South Street, a historic event in 1934 where local protestors stood up to fascism. This small coastal town may not wish to be reminded of the fact, but in the 1930s Worthing had one of the most active branches of the British Union of Fascists in the country. The town elected Britain's first fascist councillor, Charles Budd, and black shirt leader Oswald Mosley was a frequent visitor. But why did Worthing become such a hotbed of fascism? I spoke to Chris Hare, a local historian, to find out why.
I can imagine that in towns like Worthing, sort of lower middle class, maybe skilled working class people, looking at a troubled country, looking at a troubled world, see all this as, oh yeah, Mosley, he'll put everything right. He's a proper gentleman as well, He'll get rid of all this disorder and chaos.
For years, anti-fascists in Worthing had ridiculed the black shirts, labelling them womanizers, gas bags, and peddlers of hot air. Yet it was not until the Battle of South Street that the town took a firmer stand. On the 3rd of October, Mosley gave a hotly anticipated speech in the Pier Pavilion. That morning, the words, "No more war, damn Mosley," had been written in tar on Worthing Town Hall, much to the ire of the fascists. After his speech, Mosley left the building surrounded by a large bodyguard, but they underestimated the hostility of the nearly 2,000 protesters who had gathered outside. Fireworks were launched at Mosley's entourage, and fistfights soon erupted. The fascists fought their way across the street to Mitchell's Cafe in the Royal Arcade and barricaded themselves inside, while opponents smashed windows and threw tomatoes. As it neared midnight, they broke out and ran up South Street. Hotly pursued by the baying mob, Mosley and his men found their route blocked by another group at the Warwick Street junction. At this point, everything descended into chaos. Witnesses described seeing guerrilla warfare as a seething, struggling mass of howling people pitched running battles in the street. Many innocent bystanders were caught up in the fray, and there were casualties on both sides. Fighting only ended when a large number of police arrived and arrested several black shirts, including Mosley himself. He was later charged with riotous assembly over the day's events, but was acquitted due to a lack of evidence. Yet the Battle of South Street ensured one thing: Worthing never saw a fascist march again.